guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. We got all our guys here. We starting on time. If you know, you know. And I'm gonna slide over to my guy Dutchy first. It's good to be here with you. How you feeling today, Dutch?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. It's good to be back. What they call this motherfucker, Taco Tuesday, some shit like that. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat, man. Hungry as a motherfucker yesterday. Shout out to the Detroit basketball, Detroit Pistons, man. Hey, we fuck around, give me a touchdown, and Bobano, we don't even need it. We're gonna win outright, god damn it.
Damn right.
So, the Rams held business. Leave it to LA. Leave it to the motherfucking Lakers not to handle LA business. That's what I'm gonna say. I stayed away because I knew this motherfucker. They have better things on. LBJ really trying to get away. Not LA. He's trying to get away. So, we'll talk about it. We got a nice little card here. There will be some backwoods most definitely on the menu. Just a heads up, motherfuckers. But yeah, run up them likes. Let's get to the bag. Good to have all four of us ready to rock and roll.
Wham bam, they put out the heat or what?
They definitely did. The Lakers couldn't do it, man. Victor Wembanyama and them boys, great supporting cast. They did it up. So Spurs and the Lakers blew like a 12-point lead in that game. So they had control of it. It was looking good. It was looking like LA was the way all the way around, but Lakers just they gotta be divas. They gotta be make it about them and shit. Like, goddamn, like y'all could just stick to the fucking program. But it is what it is. The Clippers definitely did held it down for me. Should have made that the fucking best bet, but we did get Trace injured in that game. We had a bad best bet game, but yesterday was all around good. My real best bet was the Rams, like my guy does say. It's only right that the Rams held it down, money lined it up. So yeah, I feel good today, man. Let's get to it today.
Babanos, what's up with you over there in the north?
Yeah, great night, except for the damn Lakers. That was one of the few only loss from a side perspective. I had the Timberwolves team total over. We had the Grizzlies. What a nice job by them to get the cover there. John Morant had a great game. And, of course, Detroit, my best bet, just like with Dutch. Great performance by them at Madison Square Garden. But that was yesterday. Let's see if we can do it again today.
Let's get to it. We have, I think, is it 7 games? Maybe even 8 games. No, I think it's 7 games today. And I screwed up once again. Oh, no, there we go. The lines just moved. That's all it was. So Thunder and Sixers opened up Thunder minus 12.5. I guess it dipped down earlier. Right now I'm seeing mostly 13s. As far as the total, it opened 216.5 and 217.5 looks like the consensus. Same usual suspects out for OKC. For Philly, it looks like now Maxey is questionable to play tonight. Yeah, Paul George looking more like probable. Martin is questionable. No Drummond, no Embiid, no Lowry. Man, no me for this Philly team. That's how I feel. I'm going to pass this one to Dutch first because I have a feeling you and me on this one. How can we even think about touching this Sixers team? The Thunder just a well-oiled machine. Is it that easy? Just 13 points, they get it done?
I mean, I could only look Philadelphia if it had to be a side. I mean, I don't know, man. Fucking around, having a little bit of time this morning, trying to give y'all something. Podcast P somehow stand out to me at over 20.5 at some plus money, right? I believe it's plus 105 over 28. If you're coming off a 25-point game, I mean, who else they got? I mean, this motherfucker is more than capable. If he's not got the mic in front of his face, he should give us 25. Come on, man. But yeah, pick a number. OKC probably gonna blow these boys out. Obviously, Podcast P had a stint in OKC. Kind of like it was probably his shitty stint of all. This might be the worst one though. I mean, so far not so good. But yeah, man, I think Paul George has a game tonight, but nothing really that gonna drive me crazy about this game. I tried, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's this card. I like something a lot, and I don't really like nothing else. That's pretty much what it is. But I'll try to give you some. Podcast P over 20.5. Solid look.
Wham bam, do you Think he's going in the right direction with the props? You looking at Paul George, or is there somebody else? What? I know your boy did you wrong last time. You going back to him tonight?
Yabi is dealing with some minutes issues right now, so we're gonna stay away. They got some issues going on. We're gonna let them figure that out. But the utility man is that's what the Dutch is talking about. I'm not necessarily want to lock in on the points because his points, rebounds, and assists is at 28.5. We know he could get to the assists, he could get rebounds, and then like he said, it's up against his old team. I think this is a good value play for the utility man to be the utility man here. He's complaining about being the center and shit. Look, bro, get them bitch ass rebounds, boy. Let's go over this 28.5 rebounds PRA with the utility man. I'm right there. That's an official play for me. So Paul George over 28.5. Get to the ball, man. Let's get to it. Don't complain. Just get the rebounds.
Yeah, that might be better. Look,
I can't help but think the last game, was it the last game versus the Magic after he said he was bored, Paolo just bullying his ass.
I got
Yeah,
34 and a half, though, bro. It's up to 34 and a half. That's just crazy for points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
I seen
Go ahead.
a post. It was like, you still bored over there, Paul George, and they bullying his ass out there on the
Yeah.
wing.
Who put him on his back? Who was that put him on his back? Oh, Banchero? Pablo?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My bad.
What you think about this one in the Hamilton kid, Babano?
Well, you look at the Thunder, they're rolling offensively. They've scored 122, 126, 136 in their last 3 games, and one of those was against the Knicks. So pretty impressive. The last time Philly was at home against New Orleans, they allowed 123 points. So if you're giving up 123 to the Pelicans, how can you not give up 115 or more to the Thunder tonight? And so I'm on the team total over 115 for the Thunder. The only concern is huge game coming up for OKC. Cleveland at home, on deck, revenge game, obviously, for that loss to the Cavaliers in that showdown, and they face them next game. So there's a question, are they focused for 48 minutes here? But I'm still going with Thunder team total over 115.
All right, Cavaliers and Pacers.
Just to clarify, that's points and rebounds. I said assists. That's my apologies there. I just have a habit of saying no altogether. It's points and rebounds, 28.5 with Paul George. He had a double-double in both of those games where he had 20-plus points and a double-digit rebound. So it correlates with the over there.
Cavs and Pacers, we have it opening at 5.5 for the Cavs, as high as 9 right now. Total open 226.5, and it's as high as 233 right now. We have Hallie doubtful, Neesmith out, Ty Jerome game time decision. Everybody else looks like they're available for the Cavaliers. I'm coming back to you on this one, Babano, because we just saw these teams play. I mean, Hallie played, they barely made it to 200 points. The total in that game was 240. To see this one open 226.5, looks like everybody just felt it was too low. Do you agree? Do you think it's where it should be right now? How you feeling about the total?
I think people see that was just some either abnormally bad shooting for Cleveland or just some incredible defense that can't be duplicated by Indiana from that last game. Probably a little bit of both. And a lot of people in these situations where these two teams are facing each other for the second game, people love betting over when the first game stays under and betting under when the first game stays over. A lot of people like the opposite to happen. You know, the second time in a row, it's the same two teams playing. So people see that. I don't know, pretty high now at 232. I understand some interest in this over. I didn't bet it, honestly, the total either way. But Indiana is going under in 4 straight during this great run. They've won 6 in a row. They've covered 6 in a row. Certainly a Cleveland spot, right? They had their epic win streak snapped by the Pacers. They're certainly going to be chomping at the bit to bounce back. But am I going to lay 8 against Indiana on the road right now? No. So pass for me. We can move on.
Rick White, hey, man, if you know, you know. We betting under on this game. Under 233 for your boy. Dutch, I don't know. I feel like this might not be the one. But I got to ask, Cavaliers versus Pacers, how you feeling?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to BD in the building. Good to see you, my man. T Shank in the building, like an SGA, PRA. I'm not mad at that. Joshua, I believe it was Alexander, makes a good point. Yeah, man. If you don't have a YouTube account, you need to create one so you can hit the motherfucking like button. He said he watched a long time, didn't have an account. I believe I did the same thing. So yeah, take a moment, create a YouTube account, join the motherfucking movement. And for this game, I mean, no Hallie? Do I dare say no bueno? Oh man, it don't even feel right with that Scooby Doo motherfucker. But god damn it,
Been
hey,
great lately.
they just had this game right in Cleveland. We had Cleveland first half, and then what happened? So it's Cleveland or nothing for me, man. Let them know. But I'm gonna stay away.
I think TJ McConnell's a good player prop in this game for the Pacers. His usage spikes, his minutes spike, and he usually steps up when Hallie's been out. So I think it might be TJ for Pacers, McConnell value.
Wham bam. Who you rolling with in this one?
I kind of would agree with you with this under. I think Indiana Pacers been playing really good on the perimeter. They're going up against the number 1 3-point percentage team in the Cavs today. I think they've been holding opponents to 31% over the last 5 games. So I do agree with the under here. I think it's a little bit more of a defensive prowess, especially without Hallie. Hallie gives up a lot of ball pause. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So backups are probably playing more defense than him. So I would agree with that under. Why would I go against the breakdown?
Alrighty, next game. Suns and Hawks. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Opened up -1 for Atlanta. We now see the Suns -3. Total opened 237. Looks like 235.5 currently. You have a lot of people on the questionable side. I mean, actually, no. You have just Bogdanovich and Trae Young questionable for this game. No Jalen Johnson for the Hawks tonight. No Larry Nance either. Or Zeller. For Phoenix, Nurkic is out. Looks like Grayson Allen is probable. Hawks haven't played in, I think, 5 days here. So it could be a little bit of rest going for them. As far as the Suns, it is the 3rd game in 4 nights, but they do have rest. I know that you're not betting Atlanta with all these question marks. I know you got to. The sun got to be rising today. It got to be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mark A. Good to see you, my man. Marquell. Good to see you, my guy. This game is very interesting. Honestly, the 235. I mean, god damn. Today's NBA. I mean, I guess that's a good number, maybe. I don't know, but I don't see how they don't get over this. I mean, I look at both teams. Not one of these teams can stop anybody from getting a motherfucking layup. Really, on the other side, they have absolutely no paint protection. Capella is not what he used to be by any means. I want to say Phoenix here. I really do, but I don't trust these motherfuckers, man. I don't trust it. Shout out to Bradley Beal, decided to finally come off the bench. But then you look down the bench, they ain't got one big guy. I mean, Plumlee out there all by himself. KD gonna have to give him 12 rebounds. It's a sad story over there with Phoenix because they got talent, but it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense. So to me, I can't bet Atlanta without Jalen Johnson. That's how high I am on that kid. I need him on the court if I'm gonna bet Atlanta. Trey's gonna play. So if you like Atlanta, man, I guess go money line here. They can fuck around and win this game, but Phoenix should beat these boys. They really should. I just have no trust in the Phoenix Suns, especially on the road. So strong pass for me, but an intriguing basketball game. I want to see if Phoenix is going to turn the corner, but I just don't. I don't think it's going to happen.
Fair. Pabano, do we dare get that bird call today? I have a feeling.
Yeah. I like the Hawks a little bit here. I do like the Hawks a little bit here. +3. I like the rest advantage. They haven't played in 5 days, and it was against Phoenix on the road. I know they're wrapping up a 6-game road trip. I don't normally like that spot, first home game, but if they're more rested than Phoenix. Phoenix is playing their 3rd game in 4 nights. They've played a shit ton of basketball lately. So they should be rested, Atlanta. Certainly not going to make the grade as best bet for the show, but I got a better number than this. It was 5 at one point earlier today. There's been a lot of Atlanta money coming in. But like I said, Atlanta plus the points. Yeah, an injured bird, a dying bird. It's what it sounded like. Yeah, no doubt. I hear you there. Atlanta +3. Obviously not as good a number, but I still lean that way. And I lean over again. I don't know where the defense comes from.
Well, bam. Dutchy leaning low. I mean, Dutchy, I feel like Dutch. I feel like the Suns were the spot overnight. That's what I was thinking. But I couldn't push that button. Babano likes the Hawks. How you feel about it, Wham Bam?
Hawks don't play no damn defense, man. They don't play no defense. This is probably like you said, man. This was probably a good over spot. I think the Phoenix is probably going to be playing a little bit more lockdown than them. You know what I'm saying? They probably be a little bit more lockdown than them. They're allowing a lot 109 the last 5 games. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say they've been playing pretty good defense on the perimeter as well. I just think that this is I'm with y'all. I didn't really come in here with an actual bet in this game. But the more I'm looking at this game, as you guys are talking too, I'm thinking this is probably a Phoenix spot just because, like, I don't think that they're going to play no defense for the Hawks. I think they're probably going to play just a small bit better defense, and they got a hot KD right now, who's pretty much going crazy. So, you know, that alone, that might be Xing out what is going on from Trey. So I think the best player on the floor may be KD tonight, and the defense may be with the Suns. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Suns, but especially after what y'all saying, that's probably the way I'm going. But nothing official, very exotic here. I think if I see the Suns, you know, fighting in this game a little bit, I think they're going to win down the stretch type. I think you muted.
Shit, yeah, my bad. Pelicans and Bulls. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for y'all, man. There's 2 1s on here that we should be not even thinking about, really. But
Is that for your health?
I kind of want to hear it again, man. Dutchy, what you thinking, man?
Yeah, man. That's funny though. This is the intriguing college basketball game because it seems like why the Bulls only -1.5 though, right? I mean, come on, man. They did it. They won 3 out of the last 4, and then obviously had to slip up against Sacramento here most recently at home. But Sacramento's been playing good ball, and we're gonna talk about that basketball game here very shortly. I'm excited for that one, and I see you, Gold Jew. I see you, my dude. But I do think Zion being back here, I think we might be getting a little bit of value with the Chicago Bulls here. I really do. I'll let Bobano talk about it a little more because I think, we'll see. But I don't know. But I'm not going to bet this game. But I'm like, I probably should be on Chicago here. I think the name, people think, giving a little too much credit. Murray's in the lineup. McCollum's back. I get it. But this is a bad basketball team. I mean, Chicago's had their moments. But I'm gonna chill. I'm going to chill.
Babano, he says they're not the Pelicanos today. They have been good in that first half, though. I think they've covered 4 of their last 5 first halves.
And they played Boston tough, too. My fault. I wanted to say that. That was surprising to me, Skee. My bad.
No, it was. It definitely was. How you feeling, Babano?
I like Chicago a little bit here, money line for me. I like it. And the over's taken a ton of money. I agree with it. The question is, do you still want it now? Because this is 241.5. This morning, it was around 237.5. So it's moved like 4 points. But I agree with both. Chicago's been good off a loss lately, and they're not going to be happy about losing to Sacramento at home over the weekend. They lost to Atlanta. They beat Milwaukee at home the next game. They lost at Washington. That's a terrible loss. They won at home the next game against the Knicks. They lost at Indiana. They crushed Washington the next game at home by 33. They've been a very good off-a-loss team here, Billy Donovan and his Bulls lately. And Zion plays or not, I'm not impressed with the Pelicans. And if anything, if Zion plays, it throws up chemistry a little bit. Because I find that he gets into the lineup, screws things up a little bit for this team as far as the vibe and the cohesion. So, yeah, I like Chicago enough here around the money line to take it. I agree with the move for the over as well.
Wham Bam, what you doing?
You said you wanted to hear that jingle one more time, right?
Oh,
that
okay,
jingle?
okay.
Run it back, bro.
Is that for your health?
Yeah, I think if I had to bet it, Levine has been 30 plus in every game so far this year. So
yeah, I was thinking his threes too.
This is a high total too, so maybe Vucevic over threes too. He hasn't hit that. It's pretty reasonable right now too. So that's what I would have said, but it's a backwood.
Nice work from Mark A getting the over 237 on this game. Next up, we'll go Kings and Bucks, and opened up -2. Not much movement. And this is one of them games this is the tricky game of the day, I feel like. The total open 232 is down as low as 227.5. Malik Monk has been ruled out for this game. For the Bucks, there'll be no Chris Middleton. You have Giannis probable. Gary Trent Jr. is game time. Rollins is game time. I mean, the line was 2. I'm gonna talk to you again, Dutch. You said this is interesting. I heard you in that last one. You said this one is interesting. The line was 2, bro. Malik Monk got rolled out, and the line just didn't move. He, as much as he's been important to this team and balling, that just stood out to me. Like, and I get it. Sacramento has won every game since Mike Brown has been fired. Are they just playing
They
that
like
much
them
better
some
as a
Doug
unit?
Christie.
They like Doug Christie. Can they get the job done here? I feel like that's what the line is telling me. Are you feeling that way? Is it your favorite team's time tonight? Are you lighting the beam, Dutchy?
Absolutely not. I'll be lighting something else. Best believe that. I'll be lighting something else, most definitely, but not the motherfucking beam. Hey, yo, it's fear the deer, baby. It's fear the deer. There's levels to this shit, god damn it. Hey, and Milwaukee's on a whole motherfucking level than these motherfucking Sacramento Kings. I don't give a fuck what type of story Doug Christie's telling them in the motherfucking locker room. That's what goes out on the court. And when the Bucks flip the switch, god damn it, they flip the switch. I don't give a fuck about Chris Middleton. They put his ass on the pine for a motherfucking reason. All right, they play just fine. Get the ball to Giannis, and when it's game time, it's Dame time. And that's what it is, man. It's that simple to me. -2. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is disrespectful. Shit is this motherfucking respectful. I absolutely love Milwaukee here. Not to mention, Sacramento's almighty, 7-game winning streak. Well, these motherfuckers have played. This will be their 4th game in 3 nights, right? And all traveled. So give me Milwaukee off an ass whooping in New York. I mean, they got smacked the fuck around from start to finish. It's Dame time. It's Giannis. Hey, it's fear the motherfucking deer. I like this shit all the way. I don't give a fuck. I just can't. I'm getting 2 to the motherfucking window. Milwaukee Bucks. It's good money, man. It's good money. Fuck out of here, man. It's big brother, little brother type shit. Ski. They beat him 9 out of the last goddamn 10. Oh yeah, and last time they played, Sacramento finally won a game. So they ain't gonna play with him this time.
He said they got spanked last game. They coming out with it tonight. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that angle. I'm not mad at all. Babano.
See, I lean the other way, but I lean
Oh.
the other way with Sacramento. I'm not stepping in front of their coaching bump here. They've played they beat Boston. Does that not impress you? They went into the Celtics and they destroyed the Boston Celtics and ran away with that basketball game as well. No, they're playing with great energy, but the counter to this is you do have Milwaukee coming off that embarrassment, that no-show against the New York Knicks. They are probably not, they are still the better team, Milwaukee. So don't really want to jump in front of the Bucks here either. But it is definitely, I'd bet the Kings before I bet the Bucks here. But the good news is I don't have to bet it.
WAM, do you think you'll be betting this game?
This game is a tricky ass game, bro. It should be just all the way Giannis and going imploding with Dame. Should be Dame PRA time, but I'm spooked. I'm a little scared, and I think I do like. I think I do like this game a lot, but I don't want to be on the bandwagon with the Kings at all. And I think that they're the worst team, especially with Monk out. Yeah, so I can only go fear the deer here all the way, riding with Dutch with that, but it's scary. I ain't put nothing on here. But if I had to, it's gonna be Dame PRA. That would be the way I'm going if I had to.
All right. Next game up, Mavs and Nuggets. Open 229.5 is what I see here. We now see 234.5. And Kyrie's still game time decision for tonight. Aaron Gordon looks like he's game time, as well as Jokic, Murray. When I was looking at this game last night, I was just thinking we can trust the Nuggets to play fast, be efficient on offense. Don't really trust their defense. For the Mavericks, I know they just played, but this time I'm thinking the total and the spread coming down are saying that Kyrie's going to play tonight, and that should be a big offensive bump. So, Babano, I was thinking about the over in this game. Obviously, it's moved a bit, but is there any way you can talk people off of that, or how do you view this game?
Yeah, this one you've got obviously Denver won at Dallas, 112-101 on Sunday. The game stayed under. I think Luka's going to play. Revenge spot. I'm in agreement with the side and total move. I'm on Dallas. I'm on the over. There's nothing more to add. I agree completely. I think Mavs are the play. Home dog. I think they compete in this game, have a challenge to win outright. And I like this game over the total too. After the first game stayed under, we see the shooting percentages positively regress tonight.
Wham Bam, what you think about it?
With conviction, I believe in Dallas as well in this spot. Luka, the Don, Kyrie Irving, questionable, upgraded to questionable. Those are good signs. Those are not the intending to play type shits that we were talking about yesterday. That's more of in a positive direction there. So I like that Kyrie and them boys are getting back to the helm here. The offense should be a little bit better. And then it just seems like Denver has been playing a lot more trickier games as of late. This is another tricky game to their belt. I think they're going to be a little bit behind the wall here on this game. So I like the money line here with Dallas. I didn't take anything with the spread there. So I'm looking to see if there is some value if they do come out early with the Nuggets. If the Nuggets come out early, I'll be taking a little bit spread money with the Mavericks live. But I think the money line is probably where I want to start. Just because I think they could possibly take a lead and don't get that good throughout the game. So that's how I approached it.
No Luca, no Bueno Dutchy or what?
Yeah, man. Real talk. I'm not. Shout out to our guy Lucky Power. Yeah, smash that like button. Talk about it. Stephen Harrison in the building. He's liking the Mavs, but yeah, man. You said it, Skee. I don't talk Maverick basketball. Period. Until Luka the motherfucking Don comes back, and that's just what it is. So back with this motherfucker, goddammit.
Is bad for your health.
All right, last game on the slate. We have Nets and Blazers. Opened up -7.5 for the Blazers. They're down 5. Total went from 216.5 to 218. And I mean, maybe they get Russell back. Maybe they get Cam Johnson back. It's a lot of questionables. Claxton, I mean, we don't really know who's going to be out there for the Nets. It's still crazy to see the Blazers minus. The opener was 7.5. I thought that was pretty crazy. Wham Bam. My first thought was get in and get out with the Blazers, but I haven't had to do that with minus. So I don't know what the game. You got anything here?
Yeah, I was thinking exactly how you was when I first looked at this game. I was like, oh, maybe I could get on them like first quarter, because that does make sense. Get in, get out, where it's more reasonable. Because the 5 is kind of egregious. Because I think it's going to be a competitive game, and we're going to be still playing with the dice there. So I kind of told myself to stay away from this game. If I did have anything, maybe I need to pay attention more towards the Blazers. Pay attention more towards who's been contributing there, and obviously. They've been getting a lot of Anthony Simons. He's pretty much an all-star caliber player for them at this point. Just not getting no shine, no love at all. But if I do break down the thing, I think it was the assist there. I wanted to see if I could get some type of assist with Scoot. I think Scoot was playing pretty well, but that was the only thing that I was looking at. Other than that, man, this is not a backwood though. I don't think this is a backwood because this has to be accumulated in this game. And I think this total is a little bit short as well at 218, but it's not a backwood to me. I think this is one of those late night games I'm going to be actually like super interested in because it is what it is, but nothing a pregame at all.
Can you be involved in Nets and Blazers?
Yeah, as far as this goes, gosh, I feel Portland off a blowout loss at home. I trust them a little. They're just really banged up, Brooklyn. And you could argue Brooklyn's not in even worse recent form than Portland. So it's not like I'm in a rush to take the Nets right now. I did go back and look. I wanted to see how Portland did as a favorite because I lean Blazers. I lean to Portland here, -5. I probably like the over a little bit more, especially if Brooklyn has one of the Cams playing. I'd lean over. Plus, even if they don't, I mean, these are two teams. Just trade points, get up and down the floor. You're not going anywhere either team. I could see a loose atmosphere, not much defense. So I lean over. And plus Portland coming off a really bad offensive game against Miami. I think they'll bounce back offensively. So the over I lean Portland, but I had to look. How have they done as a favorite? Because we know they haven't been favored very often. They've been favored twice this year. They lost both games outright as a favorite. Geez. That's the problem with laying 5 with Portland. So right now it's a pass. I lean to the over.
Yeah, I got a feeling. It's another pass coming up. Dutchy.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy OG Stacks in the building. Chill Will, good to see you, my dude. Yeah, Skee, man.
Is bad for your health.
They were both
I-
actually. You know what? They won one of the games they were favored in Portland, but they didn't cover. They only won by 2 against Utah as a 3-point favorite, and then the other game they were favored was also against Utah at home. They were laying 4, and that's the game they lost outright. So, not a team I'm totally there with laying 5.
All right, best bet time. We're gonna do like we always do around here. First batter up. Wham bam, Lil Wham Bam. Let the people know how to get paid.
Yeah, and we're gonna go on with the game that we started off with. Paul George, utility man, points and rebounds. My apologies, Dutch. Points and rebounds, no assists there. 28.5, over 28.5. He could clear this both games, last 2 games. I think it's because he's been running a lot more on that center side. He's annoyed with it. Just get the damn rebounds, dude. Don't care about it. Score, get the rebounds. So again, he hasn't even been efficient, shooting about 42% from the field this year. So I think that, against this team, he should be a little bit more efficient. So give me the utility man, over 28.5 points and rebounds.
Good stuff. Babano, let them know how to get to the window.
Hopefully it's as easy as last night with Detroit. I'd love that if the best bet goes the way it did last night, which was absolutely terrific. Let work for best bet tonight. It's a card that there's a couple tough choices. I'm going to go to the game we talked about, second last game we talked about. I think he's going to play, and I'm going on a hunch that Luke is suiting up. So a little bit of a risk using Dallas as a best bet, but I'm going to use him anyway. +4 is the best number out there right now with Dallas. I like them in a revenge spot here, short turnaround revenge spot at home against Denver. Mavs +4 for best bet.
Good stuff from Babano. And then from myself, I'm going with Cavs and Pacers. Under 233 is the best number you can get right now. No Hallie. I just think the offense is going to suffer even more. Pace will suffer a little bit too. And we just saw these teams play and barely reach 200. I think 233 is too much again. Last but not least, my guy Dutchy. He's going to let you know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Freshest look. Hey, man, I said what the fuck I had to say, man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Daniel Ponce, Dom, Cashville, Recon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man. Fear the motherfucking deer, goddammit.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged
You're
it.
gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.